We're back. You're watching the panel, and it's time to welcome yet another big-name guest to the big desk. Hard-drinking, chain-smoking, wild... No, I'm sorry, that's
Shane Warne.
Shane Warne. You did my gag. It's a beauty.
Sorry, I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Barnes.
Good evening.
Is it
Don't
hard?
start at the hair, right?
No. But is it hard living up to yourself because you've created an image? No, really.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's hard living down to myself, actually.
Because your image.
What about yourself?
I do it regularly. But I mean, 15 years ago, you created a hell of an image. Is it hard coming back and recreating that?
No, it's well, I just did whatever I do. Basically, I used to go out 15 years ago and just terrorise anybody that was in sight, depending on my mood, and that's what I'm doing now.
And Jimmy, that's what we love.
Welcome to the panel. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Jimmy, I have to ask, did people in your house yell a lot?
Why?
I mean, no reason.
You know something quiet then? No, I think they did actually. You know.
Okay, so it was
My
a
mum
loudish,
particularly said it.
kind of
Yeah,
household.
because my brother was a drummer.
Oh, right,
I played
okay.
bagpipes.
Oh, really? Did you?
My dad was a boxer, so he
So that was you on the John
there.
Farnham film clip?
No, sorry.
And did you box, Jimmy?
It's a bit personal.
You did a lot of martial arts, though.
I did. That was, see, I had one fight. My dad was a really great boxer. My brother was a boxer. My mum was a boxer. My sister used to beat the shit. So it was a tough family, I tell you. You know, I went. Of course, I trained. And I remember one day, finally, they cornered me. They said, "Jim, we've got this exhibition about, I guess, this young guy. You know, I'm about 14. No worries. He's only just started. He's been boxing 2 weeks. Take it easy on him." 2 weeks later, he was state champion. I was still recovering in hospital. I had 3 rounds with this guy, and it was like 3 rounds where this guy just beat the hell out of me. And I thought then,
Give it up.
Nah,
Yeah.
give me a piece of wood
What do
any
you
day.
think then about the furor about the girlies boxing?
Well, you know, it's a bit stupid, really, isn't it? You know, I mean,
What, it's stupid that
young girls box. I mean, it's, you know, I think boxing's a sport where if you choose to do it, it's very noble because there's something it's man against man. That's it. But boxing today is a farce. There's no bloody, you know, there's no world champions anywhere. There's, you know, because there's no sort of, you know, registration on who's winning what. You know, boxing is basically a way to make money as you know.
So it's silly.
It's a bit like singing, isn't it?
Rock and roll.
There are now Cole Chisel back together after 14. We'll get back to the boxing.
I
14,
was just
15
getting into
years.
it then.
Yeah, well, we can come back to it. Did you take much convincing?
No, it was sort of something we fell into, really. Basically, everybody was so worried about getting back together. They, you know, it was like they all rang each other, you know, for I don't know, a few months, and then finally one of them rang me in France and said, well, you know, by the way, we're talking.
I think
good.
yes,
Oh, good.
yes.
You know, so we sort of slipped into it. You know, we sort of left ourselves open where, at any point, if we didn't think it was working, we could, you know, take off. And, you know, and I thought about it last night, but it was a bit late into the tour. I thought.
Come back out now.
You know, maybe I should have thought this, but no. So basically, that's the way we had it, and so we sort of felt our way into it, basically. And then once we got to the point where we're actually in a room playing music, it was all, you know, it was easy.
The
Is it a bit on tour though? Is it a bit like getting back with your brothers and realising why you don't share rooms?
Well, like I said to you off camera, you know, I've said this repeatedly, but it's really true. I mean, I got back with the band, and after 5 minutes, I realised, you know, why I wanted to be back with this band. It was so bloody great. It was so great. 6 minutes, I realised why I left. Pack the old women. No, it was, you know, suddenly you go from being in, you know, this band where you can sort of, you know, be a sort of Nazi dictator. I'll do this, you know, and suddenly, you know, you're in a band, and it's like, okay, guys, let's get the hire car. Let's have a meeting and see what colour we'll get.
And the worst thing with Chisels is even the drummer gets a say. Normally, you know, even Steve. No, not anymore.
Not anymore. I've killed him. Sorry.
Oh, good.
I think we'd be good with the rhythm box. What do you reckon?
Yes, yeah, but you've cleaned up the act. I mean, that's
I've
the
cleaned
big
up
talking
the
point.
wardrobe. I think.
Yeah, as well as that. But you're no longer the wild man of rock and roll from.
No, I'm not.
Okay, it's all right.
Stop that, mother.
What happened in the green room?
So I've actually got a copy of the rider from 15. The rider is the drinks they get backstage when they're doing a gig.
And you have to hire one of those from
Now,
Ryder to get
15 years ago, the rider was vodka, scotch, bourbon. Last night it was tea, coffee, cake, and biscuits.
No, that was your Ryder. Sorry.
Yeah.
It certainly was not mine. Yeah.
So you're meditating now, and you're.
No, I see. I've been completely misquoted. There was this whole thing in the paper in Sydney that said, you know, like Jimmy meditates 3 times a day. I said I take medication. I have to sit in a quiet place and do it. Christ, you know, give me a break. You know.
I think we need an explanation for something. I've been reading.
Don't start with that
no,
book.
No,
Yeah,
this book's amazing. It's written by.
How much
guy-
money do you want?
No, this book, oh, yeah, there's amazing photos in it.
Shut up.
It's a book written by a guy called Michael Lawrence, okay? Now, this guy's like mortgaged his house to put this book out himself. There's a couple of pictures of you guys in about 73 or 74. Can we have a look at this picture? This is in 74. Now, that's you.
See you, you're going to look like that in a minute. I'm sorry.
Is that the kiss makeup you got that next?
No, what happened
Excuse me,
was,
what is it with the
listen,
Alice
I
Cooper
was
gear?
17 years old. I was in a band. I was
Yes.
probably on some really serious drugs. And, you know, worked for Kiss, give us a break.
Tell me, did your folks, I mean, obviously your folks got to see you.
Listen, I only wore it once or twice. You guys wear it every day on telly. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Makeup.
No, we're great.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I mean, I was a bit extravagant with it, yeah.
Robert,
I
you
just want a quiet moment.
You know, mind if I have a good lie down?
please.
No.
Can we talk about the new album? It's not connected. We've tried.
I've tried.
Many times.
yours?
Don't take them with alcohol. I'm trying to get a bit
Get a
serious
question
here.
out, sorry.
The Last Wave of Summer. It's
Get
the
your
new
own show.
album. It's the new album. It's got a bit of a live feel. Did you actually record it live?
Basically, it was, you know, we didn't want to sort of get in and make a record that we couldn't sort of recreate, and we got in the studio and tried to capture what Cultures always basically as a live band. You know, the thing that we do well is the chemistry between the players.
Yes.
Whatever it is, this band is quite unique. And so we wanted to capture that on record, which we've had a problem doing in the past because we always tried to make sort of serious studio records, which we're not really that sort of band.
Yeah. And do you listen to any of the old Chisel
No,
albums?
I hate it.
Seriously?
No, well, you know, of course I don't sit back, because I can't listen to myself sing, because, you know, I'm singing much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better looking as well.
Well, the
And I've got a bit of press agent. you know.
Yeah, the blonde.
No, but it's, you know, I mean, it's something like, once you do something like this, a lot of bands make the mistake of really sort of going for this, like, they miss all the joy of making a record, and they sit there and they wait, and they've got this record made, which it's already dated because they've finished it.
Yeah.
You know, and they're waiting for everybody to go, yes. But in fact, where you should be enjoying making the record, enjoying the process, and once you've done it, it's in the past, let it go. If they want to pick it up, good on them, you know?
Yes, yeah.
And that's what I basically do.
And do you get off on, what other music do you like?
Well, all sorts of stuff. I've been, you know, I listen to anything, you know, Mozart to bloody Motorhead, you know, and
Do you listen
everything
to
in
that
between.
French stuff since you've been in France? You know, the...
Give us a kiss
you
and
know-
I'll tell you. No, there's not a lot of really great French rock acts, I don't
Right.
think, but there's some really good French, you know, singers, Francis Cabrel and people like that, you know, who write, you know, great lyrics and they're really, you know, great melodic songs.
I'm always astounded by the range of ages of the people that follow your music, and I was totally stunned last year to see possibly your youngest fan. Now, this is from one of my favourite shows, and that's Australia's Funniest Home Videos. I don't know whether you've
I've
actually
seen
seen.
that,
Have you
yeah,
seen?
yeah.
Can-
No, what good to
What do you want? Let him sing again.
Don't like that song. What do you want? You want to be lover, lover.
Was that one of the team leads?
No. I actually met the father of that baby in Adelaide. He's a DJ from Adelaide who obviously just driven his whole family. Imagine what his wife's like, you know. Imagine what his wife's like. She, you know, she's in a gag of Davida. It's just that.
I saw you play. It was about. Was it
Are we supposed to lean over like this?
No, you
You
come.
started doing it.
I know. I can't. It's a trainer. We have to move the mics.
It's like a slumber party.
Sorry.
Yeah. About a year ago. I touched him. Sorry, Jimmy. About.
I'm wearing makeup.
Sorry. And I actually knocked Warnie's shoulder too. It's scary. About a year ago, I saw you play a couple of songs at the Royal Children's Hospital down in Melbourne, and you did Case Sand, which I thought was great. And same thing, you had all the kids about that age clapping on, going, and their legs were always open. You don't tone the material down for the audience, do you? Straight in there.
It was a nappy change.
It was.
I was singing about.
You were. You got
You
away with it.
neglected to say that I changed the next verse.
Did you?
No.
I think you did it. Is there any old Chisel song you can't stand doing?
You know, I have a bit of a problem with Ita.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the same with the song.
Yes. On that note, we should
I
probably...
never liked all that in the first place. You know,
We should, going on, we should probably talk tour dates before we let this man get back
Can
on
you talk to
stage.
dates? Because somebody tell me I haven't got any.
No.
You've done 5 shows, or doing 5 shows in Sydney. I think you're in Adelaide tomorrow. Did you know this?
Tomorrow.
You're playing in the 4th test. Oh, that's
You're on to Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane. Wild shows. Apparently you scull an entire bottle of Perrier water on stage.
That's Warnie again, sorry.
It's huge. And then you'll be back...
So what do you reckon? Do you think Warnie's going to start smoking the patches?
No, he's promised to go
I
cold
reckon it'll be
turkey.
the hardest thing he's ever done.
Yeah. Do you smoke?
No, I used to smoke about sort of 60 a day.
Yeah.
Then I gave up.
A
How?
long time ago.
Yeah, but I found a lot better drugs.
On that note,
Only kidding, officer. Thank God somebody's here.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much.
we're not going live. Don't worry. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, I said medication, didn't I?
You did. Would you please thank Jimmy Barnes? And we'll be back with more panel right after this break.